Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is December 6, 2018. This is the December session of the Oviedo Special Magistrate. We have one item on the agenda today. It's case CE 18-002437. The respondent is U.S. Bank Trust, care of Caliber Home Loans, Inc. The property is 610 McGlen Ross Drive in Oviedo, 32765, parcel ID 04-21-31-3-0000-1040. The alleged violations with the city are a violation of the International Property Maintenance Code as it pertains to swimming pool, enclosures, vacant structures and land. Alleged code violations are violations of Section 22-144, public nuisances, Section 22-144, public nuisances B, and Section 22-144, public nuisances C5. Who's going to be speaking to this today? All right, would you step forward, Mr. Orioles? Would you raise your right hand, please? You solemnly affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All right. What do you have for us, Mr. Orioles?
Your Honor, in the case of CE 18-002437.
Repeat. Jim Orioles representing the city in case number CE 18-002437, 610 McGlen Ross. I have 23 pages of evidence to present to Your Honor. If I may approach the bench?
Yes, please. All right. I do note there is no one here today to speak on behalf of the respondent, and hearing no objections, these, how many pages, Mr. Orioles?
23 pages, Your Honor.
These 23 pages will be received into evidence as the city's exhibit. Go ahead, Mr. Orioles.
Yes, sir. This violations, Your Honor, basically is a vacant structure. It's under foreclosure. Swimming pool violations. We have 303.1, 303.2, 301.3 of the IPMC code, 22-144 C5 and B of City of Oviedo code. The first document, Your Honor, is the ownership, shows that the ownership of the property is U.S. Bank Trust, care of Caliber Home Loans, Incorporated. We received a complaint about the property. Ironically, the neighbor to the east has been mowing the property, so it didn't look like, as you drove by, you didn't see anything. But he stopped mowing the rear of the property, and then he called us and complained about the swimming pool and that. On the 15th of October, I did an initial inspection, and you can see the picture of the pool. It's one of the worst pools I've ever encountered, to be honest with you.
That looks like algae on the top.
Yes, sir.
Algae bloom? Yeah,
it's a complete bloom on the top. You'll see the picture this morning, how the wind just kind of pushes it off to one corner, but it's definitely in there. We sent a notice of violation. The next document, we sent a notice of violation with a correction date of actually 72 hours. But knowing it was going to be in California, we didn't really expect that. It was received in California on 26th of October. And that's pictures. You'll see it from the 19th. The other problem with the house, I didn't show in the pictures on the 15th because I couldn't get back there that well. The enclosure, they've attempted to put a cement block against the one part to close it off, but it's still not there. And the front door. So the door is propped with a cement block. Is that a door? What is that? No, that's alongside of the door. There's a hole in the screen, and you can push the screen right through. They just put a cement block in front of it rather than repair it. Probably the owner. The front door of the property is also not secure. In the next picture, you see the front door wide open. The neighbor continually closes it as long as he sees it open to try to keep children out of there. But the house is not secured.
Well, that poses an additional problem, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. That's the 303.1. You see the certified mail receipt, and we didn't get the green card back on the first notice of violation, but you can see the USPS tracking where they did receive it. Knowing that we didn't have a meeting in November, we sent a second notice of violation out on October the 23rd and asked for compliance by the 29th. That certified mail receipt, you'll see, and that green card was signed and it was delivered on the 29th. The next group of pictures, Your Honor, will see is from the 13th. You can see the algae bloom in full bloom. We then affixed an affidavit of violation, request for hearing. Certified mail receipt is there, and the green card was signed. This morning I went out and took pictures again, and like I told you, the wind had kind of blown the algae bloom a little bit to the corner of the pool, but it's still there. The pool door was open when I went there. I did close it when I left. The cement block was pulled back for whatever
So the
reason.
screen door was open?
Yes, sir. The cement block hadn't been pulled back for what reason, I don't know. I kicked it back, and the front door was wide open again this morning. As I left the residence, the lady from the other side of the house came out, and she said to me that her husband and herself also tries to keep that door closed. They would close it again, but it doesn't lock. And just as the gentleman told me, it's continually open. They just keep it closed to try to keep children and vagrants out of there. That's all, Your Honor.
Yeah.
We have not, by the way, we have not heard anything from the bank.
No calls, no nothing?
Nothing, not a word.
Is there a fence around the property?
No, sir.
The backyard is not fenced?
No, sir.
Wow. All right, this is one of the worst ones I've seen.
It is.
I do believe in terms
No,
of
it's
security.
absolutely one of the worst pools I've ever seen.
Well, I will be preparing the order Monday, so they should get it certainly by sometime next week. All right, I'm going to find that there is a violation. Indeed, there are numerous violations, the swimming pool being the most egregious violation, especially in light of the fact that the screen enclosure is not secure and there is no fence around the backyard. Also, the fact that the front door is open leaves it for children to get in the house and do any number of things, any of which could cause them physical injury. So I'm going to define violations of Section 22.144, subsection in general, and subsections B and subsection C and D. Going to give them until January 28th to bring this house and pool in compliance. If they have not brought the house and pool into compliance by, did I say January? I meant December 28th. Give them until December 28th to come into compliance. If they fail to come into compliance by midnight of December 28th, then in this case, due to the egregious nature of the condition there and the fact that the respondent has not chosen even to telephone call in response to the notices of violation. If it's not corrected by midnight of December 28th, then a fine of $200 per day for each day thereafter will be imposed. And I'll make it clear in my order that that $200 figure is going to be very firm. All right, anything else to come before us today? All right, we are adjourned.